What up, Chawww? It's your boy Nate here. Gonna give you a quick recap of what's been going on in Chawww so far. Hard to believe we're already starting week 5 on Thursday. And Mr. Poopy Butthole leading the league, record-wise and points-wise, but we have a 4-way tie for first. And on a side note, first time in Chawww history that no one has gone 3-0 within the first 3 weeks. Everyone's already throwing up L's. And 4 L's for Ren. But it's a long season, and we have a history of teams winning this league with fucking shitty-ass 7-6 records. So that's what it is. Right now we got 4 3-1s, 5 2-2s, 2 1-3s, and Ren with 0-4. But just a real quick recap of all the points here. Mr. Poopy Butthole Jonathan Flynn leading the way in high points. Second, your boy Rubes. Balla Alert. And third, myself, Nate Inches. And points against on the shitty side of things, which is the beauty of fantasy. You got Ball Alert leading the way, 530.5. Myself, 514.9. And Crown Me Now, 0-4, Brian Reneth with 509.8. So you got to take the goods with the bads in fantasy. And Reneth, you are just bad. So let's lead the way with Crown Me Now. And we'll take a look at Reneth's team real quick. And I just got some quick points on all our squads right now. I got a little list here of least value and best value of how teams were picked and drafted and picked up on waivers or trades, etc. Not really, that's all. So right now, Ren, 0-4 record, your team is struggling. We all know it. And it starts out with your boy David Johnson, ranked 16th in the power ranking for running back, drafted number 5 overall. I mean, you just really need his presence if you want to start winning these games, considering the fact that your best value is a guy below him at AP, drafted 11th round, 125th pick, old as fuck, still balling though, still balling. And I think the trade between you and Sandman, Sally one, was pretty even for the most part. I think he picked up a good receiver in Golden Tate, ranked number 7th right now. And you just need some players to start executing here, because Doug Baldwin ain't gonna cut it at 115 for your wide receiver core. Let's go to myself, Nate Inches. Decent team right now at a 2-2 record. I think Devin Funches has really got to pick it up right now for me to cement some of the much needed improvement I need on my starters. But I'm gonna throw a guy out there for best value at Adam Thielen right now. I picked him 2nd round, 19th pick, which doesn't really give a lot of room for best value. But the fact of the matter is, 6 wide receivers were picked before AT, and you just can't pass that up. He's the number 1 ranked wide receiver right now, and also some solid value in Giovanni Bernard, considering Joe Mixon hasn't seen the field really that much. Money Maycar, aka Chips College Fund here. Once again, another 2-2 team here. He's got a solid lineup. His boy, who I awarded his least value, Jordan Howard, has really got to step it up. He, I mean, drafted second round, 21st pick. Hasn't really had anything to show for it, considering he's your number one RB, Paul. And I know you typically draft centers in the second round, which is a little switcheroo on us all. But you have some great value in the waiver wars, especially right after the first week, with your boy Jared Cook leading the way in the tight end position, and your boy Ryan Fitzmagic being the number one QB. But is all good magician's tricks, they must run out at some point, and I think your boy Aaron Rodgers is going to have to step his game up a little bit more in the fantasy point department. But other than that, solid team. Tyreek Hill performing. Antonio Brown's got to step his game up a little bit. But other than that, solid start to the season for Money Makar. Marky Mark, a.k.a. You Like That Cunt. I mean, honestly, look at these single digits right here. I mean, Marky knows how to draft them. But I will say right now, I think he shit the bed in picking fourth round, 40th pick Josh Gordon right now, because he's just smoking weed. He's probably at Mark's house right now, to be honest with you. But you got some solid value in boy James White, 9th round, 105th pick, 7th ranked, along with Kareem Hunt. So you got to look at these running backs right now that are really leading the way for Marky Sparky's team. Passed up Mr. Poopy Butthole, which is our overall points leader at the end of the day. And, I mean, what a great snag with Jared Goff. The fucking 14th round, 162nd pick. Basically Mr. Irrelevant, who's just dominating point-wise. And can't look past Alvin Kamara, the number one running back. Picked at number 7, mind you, in the draft. But he could be a lot better if his boy Keenan Allen would pick it up. Drafted in the second round, number 18. Ranked 36th in the wide receiver rankings, which isn't too far off of Marvin Jones, who was picked 3 rounds after the fact. Keenan Allen was. He has 4 less points than him, so there's room for improvement. Flynn's got a scary team. We'll go to Sandman, a.k.a. Who's Your Daddy? Let's take a look here. Fournette, obviously injuries are killing you right now, but you still got a 3-1 record, which is very impressive. Your value with Fournette and Fitzgerald is piss poor in my opinion, but the moves you made with free agency and trades with James Conner and getting Phillip Rivers as your starter and John Brown is pretty damn solid. And I think, seeing those free agency moves, I think even Sunday would give you a respectful bow. I'm sorry, a.k.a. Forkzilla. Where are we at here? Baller alert. A.K.A. Rubes. Great picture, by the way. Can't pass that one up. So, we got, I mean, what a great pick in Will Fuller V. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but 8th round, 96th pick, and didn't even play in game 1. And the guy's putting up solid points, although he is questionable this year. And obviously, picking Todd Gurley at number 1, who's not ranked number 1. That's your least valued pick. He's ranked number 2. So next time you have the number 1 pick, you should do a fucking better job. That's all I gotta say, brother. Long season left, but yeah. So if you're not first, you're last. Let's go to Scomrack, aka congratulations on losing your virginity, big dog. Yeah, yeah. We got Odell Beckham, 27th ranked right now. First round pick. I mean, your boy needs to really step it up right now if you want your team to come back from 1-3 start to the season. And, you know, picking Matty Ice up in the 10th round at 111th is super nice. I think you got a lot of good trade value going on with some solid backup QB and tight end options. And I think Phillip Lindsay was a great pickup on waivers as well. So there's plenty of time for improvement for Scomrack. Let's go to Sunderville, a.k.a. Forkzilla, a.k.a. LVP. Worst wedding disaster I've ever seen in my entire life. Obviously, the least pick, Joe Mixon right now. I mean, sophomore year, sophomore slump, more injuries. I don't know if he's, you know, trying to get back into it. And, you know, maybe he should go fight another chick or something, get his mojo back. And then we got best value, maybe in the draft, at Cooper Kupp, 3rd ranked QB at this moment, 8th round, 94th pick. And of course, Andy Dalton in free agency, who is looking solid for a ginger, that is. Let's go to my boy Barney. Barney, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Decent pick of a retired, probably homeless guy at this point. What do we got here? Dalvin Cook is just not performing for you, which probably explains your 1-3 record, along with everyone else not performing on your team. But a solid sleeper in Deshaun Jackson right now. Scooping that guy up in the 13th fucking round, which is a great pick. You just need some players to get their shit together and start putting up bigger numbers, to be honest. So and let's go with Check. Still got the best pick in the game, in my opinion. That's Renef passed out in the Elmo hat. Doesn't get old. Visit Check's team anytime to see that picture. Least value right now, your boy Devontae Freeman, a.k.a. Devonta Neiman, who his knees is all fucked up. Probably worse than cherries at this point. But it's just not looking good for that guy. But he got some drastic gains back with picking up Mahomes in the 12th, which I hate to always go back to the quarterbacks because typically they're picked later. But, I mean, they're putting up the most points in this league right now. So if you can snag a quarterback as late as Check did, then you're going to be at least 2-2 right now. which he is. Let's see here. Last but not least, Table Talk, aka Toe. Starting the year out with your first pick with Le'Veon Bell is brutal, but considering the fact you still have a 2-2 record, which is very impressive. I don't know if it all has to do with matchups and who you're playing in the week, but you got some great value in Robert Woods in the 7th round, number 74, who's putting up some solid points, and of course AJ Green. I'm digging your receivers, your running backs, very well across the board when it comes to players like that. But that's kind of the general recap for now. I'll be putting up something else for my picks for week 5, and it's Nate Inches and Blimpworthy. You like that cunt against Czech. Sunday and Reniff. Rubes and Flynn. Toe and Makar. And Sandman and Samrak. Should be another fun week. Hopefully we can shuffle some positions up, and hopefully Reniff can win his first game. How about that? All right. It's your commission. I'm out.